Hello, YouTube. My name is Allison Nato, and honestly, I really don't make as many videos on YouTube or on TikTok as much as I used to. Because honestly, between the propaganda and how boring it is, it just became boring to me. Like, I can give a rat's ass on who watches me, who doesn't watch me, who doesn't like me, who doesn't like me, because in the end, it doesn't matter. Because when you meet your maker, it's all that matters. Because I'm a Christian or Catholic, they're both basically the same thing. Christian and Catholic go hand in hand. Yeah. I believe when you meet your maker, then in the end, that's all that counts, is when you come face to face with God and Jesus. And the thing about it is I know my mother watches me. I was told that somehow, and I used to get letters in the mail to my house from my mother, and I haven't talked to my mother in, I'd say, 11 years. And there's reasons behind that, because I don't get along with my mother and I don't get along with my father very well. And there's reasons, and just family all over. I don't really get along with a lot of people because my beliefs, and apparently at school, with family, I'm labeled as eccentric based on my beliefs. Certain beliefs I don't have exactly, I don't believe in, because I just think that they're a crock, some of them. And some of them I actually believe that they are real. And I actually called on it when I believed and I knew that one day we will all be slaves to algorithms. And I have a trophy in math in 2017 when I went to a school for math. It was a math competition in 2017. I got honorable mention. Honorable mention. It's still good, but not as good. It's not like the up. Like, in my life, I don't want honorable mention. I want to be better. I don't want to be like 30 years old, no license, not married, no kids, which honestly, that wouldn't really bother me. Better that than being with someone who doesn't appreciate you, controls you, and just makes your life a living hell. I'd rather be married to a poor person who treats me well and doesn't drink or do drugs, rather than a really rich person who drinks and does drugs and makes your life hell. I'd rather just do that, because I don't want to be stuck in a situation where I can't get out of. Because when you're married and you sign that license, you're stuck. Or when you sign, I forgot what it's called, for apartments where couples move in too quickly. And then you see it on Judge Judy all the time. It's not a prenup. I think it's, comment down below what it is, what I'm talking about. It's not a lease. Maybe it is. I'm not sure, because I never moved into an apartment yet or whenever. Maybe I will in the future, because I live with my Nana. I take care of her, and that's all there is to it. I'm not going to give out too much information. Now, we'll get into why I hate people. And there's this boy, he goes to my school. He said it, I counted, out of the whole semester that I've been there, every time I went in there, because I just quit smoking as of 2025 to perceive a healthier lifestyle, because it really started to catch up to me, because I'm only 20 years old, but I've been smoking for like 8 years. How it started was when in high school, when I used to be on the track team. Yeah, the one thing that's the health thing or whatever, the best benefit for your health. And why I do this is to make sure people pay attention and get the key word or the key sentence when I'm trying to get my point across. The thing that's supposed to be better wording, beneficial to health, turned out to be the main thing where I started on drugs and started smoking. I was known as a pothead for many years, all throughout high school, because you are who you hang around with. People do drugs, you become that. You hang around smart people, you become smart. You hang around the weird kids, you become weird. It's the labeling theory. Whoever you associate yourself with is who you become, which is six of one, half a dozen. It all depends, because we are all individuals of our own kind. Like if you're Italian, like me, you get labeled as Italian and you think in your head, you're supposed to act that way, believe that way, yada, 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 yada. If you're Polish, you act Polish. You eat Polish food, you act Polish, blah, 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 blah. And I know I sound like a modern day philosopher. I'm a fan of Karl Marx, but I don't support communism. That's what's going on in Russia, and don't get me started on politics. I don't want to get started with Trump, Biden, Zelensky, Kamala Harris, because I didn't even vote this year, so I don't really have a say, but I'm registered Republican at the DMV. I have a permit. Yes, I still don't have a driver's license. I have a fear of driving. Well, shit. I used to drive my little toy car. You know, like those cars that you sit in and you just drive them like normal. Beep, beep, vroom, 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 vroom. And I'm a huge NASCAR fan, but that's besides the point. I love cars. I think they're awesome. I love old-fashioned cars. I like to drive. I can drive, because with the permit, you got to have someone who's in the car with a license. That's just the rules, and I'm not going to go out of my way to break the law. Yeah, so I bought out my car and whatnot, this and that, and the only thing I don't friggin' have is the driver's license, and it really pisses me off that I don't have it, because I took the test like so many times, and evidently they look for ways to fail people. Like, when am I supposed to stop? When am I supposed to turn? How? Instead of when, the better word is how. How am I supposed to stop? How am I supposed to turn? You make a wide turn, 5 points. You make a quick stop behind the stop sign, 5 points, maybe 10. I'm pretty sure that's 10 points, because I lost so many fucking points. And excuse my French, it's Lent. I'm not even supposed to cuss. Excuse my French, but I lost so many points the last time I took the test. It's a joke. Like, how am I supposed to stop? How am I supposed to turn? Seriously, it's just stupid. Like, maybe I'm just slow instead of stupid. Maybe I'm just slow. I don't know. But what's ironic is I can do, like, I could solve these big math equations. I can look for things in a book. I started teaching people at school how to do things and how to answer questions quicker. And I could do a quiz in like 50 minutes. It's not a problem. But I can't friggin' pass a road test. Like, what is the issue with the DMV? I don't fucking understand. Like, it's a joke to me. Now, getting into why I hate people is because I have seen so much shit that I don't even share with you guys. And between the relationship with my father and the relationship with my mother and just childhood abuse, it's just so out of the ordinary and so unacceptable. It's not even funny. I wanted to go to school to study psychology, and I've read so many articles and so many books on psychology. I just finished 2 books on psychology and how to deal with children with disabilities, and just in case one day I do have a child that is disabled or autistic or bipolar like me, because I have bipolar. I made a video on it, and here's what I have. I have intermediate explosive disorder. It's where if I don't take my medicine, because even if I miss 1 dose, I snap. Like, I forget myself. I forget how to act, like, in public. Like, I take things the wrong way. Yeah, sorry, my camera cut out. I take things the wrong way. It's not that I misunderstand things. I just take things the wrong way. That's my problem. And I'm still in therapy till this day of how to take things a better way. And I might get discharged soon. I don't know yet, because I've been in therapy for like years now. That's a joke too, because everything nowadays I believe is a business. Whether it's therapy, whether it's college, whether it's a trade school, whether it's a grocery store or your favorite clothing store, it doesn't matter. Everything is a business. And that boy at my school, he's right. Yes, I hate people because everything is a friggin' joke. You can't trust people. You can't believe people. My nonna said, because she's a very smart woman, she's the smartest woman on the planet, I believe. She said, believe half of what you hear and fully what you see with your eyes. And I got a lot of people against me. And I can't afford to lose anything or have any more people against me. I'm just a woman or a neutral, asexual person. I identify as a woman, asexual and neutral, as a person who has a belief system. I was brought up Catholic, and that will never leave me, because when I got sober, I believe God was the one who truly helped me get sober, because I remember him coming into my dream and saying, Allison, this is enough. You need to do something about this. Life can't go on like this. It's unacceptable. But here's the thing that I also got under my belt. I never did any hard drugs. There's a difference between mild drugs and hard drugs. Like crack, of course, is a hard drug. Heroin, hard drug. Marijuana, pfft. They say that they give that to cancer patients and then people go to dispensaries, but they give you such a little amount. They give you so little. And kids in college think it's cool to come in reeking of marijuana, to come in drunk or hungover. They think it's cool. It's not cool what you're doing in college. You're just making it bad for everybody else, and you're ruining things for people who need it or who are good. Just the best thing to do is just do the right thing. I haven't done the right thing in years, and I've made a lot of mistakes in my life because we're all humans. We all make mistakes. If I hadn't hung around they call them the burnouts, I would have been much better off. Probably even graduated from college now. Have my own car, be all set, but I'm starting late in life. I'm behind the 8 ball, and that's okay. We all have our faults. I still struggle with my faults till today. And I also get called rude. I'm not being rude. I'm just being blunt. I've been around the block at just the age of 20 years old. I'm going to be 21 this year. Yeah, I would go out and drink and have fun. But honestly, when I used to drink, and I know I was very young when I started, because I had my first wine cooler at 14 years old. Come on. Even that was bad enough. I used to just be by myself and have a drink. You see people at bars just drinking by themselves. Who wants to bother them? They had a rough day. They're either divorced or they're struggling financially. Who wants to bother them? Honestly. It's bad shit. And if you're an addict, get help. Because the minute you start smoking again, the minute you start drinking again, hell will all break loose. Honestly. It takes time. Time heals. That's all I gotta say. Time heals. Life's a bitch. Yada, yada, yada. And maybe I'm just the modern day weirdo. I used to party. I used to think I was hot shit. And there's this thing in psychology called the spotlight effect, where you think everybody's paying attention to you. You're the center of attention, when in reality, nobody cares. Because a couple people may notice your new hair. A couple people may notice something changed in you. But then in reality, nobody cares, because everybody's so preoccupied with their own shit. They don't have time to pay attention to you. Nobody gives a rat's behind. And that's all I gotta say. I still hate people. Bye.